Yeah, what is going on, everybody? We back with another episode of From My Experience podcast, and I am pissed off because I cannot play music, but I'm gonna figure out a way to play music because this would have been a perfect moment to play some damn music right now. What's going on, Biff?
Hey y'all, how's it been? It's been a little week, but hey, I'm hanging in there. I hope everything's been all right with you.
This episode is dedicated to the haters. In particular, dedicated in very, very, very extreme. Particularly, this is dedicated to the people who hate Greeks, the Divine Nine, the
Oh
D9.
yeah,
I,
NPHC.
this is for all of those haters. So we gonna get right into it. We not gonna bull snacks. We gonna talk about Lil Boosie and Capagate. So, those of you who are not into the black community or not part of black culture or hip hop culture, you may have missed this. But if you had a black friend who has any amount of cool in their life, you saw this. So, rapper from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Lil Boosie, wore a Kappa shirt, sweater, what have you, to an NBA
Sweatshirt.
game. It was a sweatshirt, and it went viral. He said he was Kappa fresh. There's videos of him going on live, shimmying and wanting to learn how to do the moves of a Kappa man. And the public proceeded to do what they do best. There were comments and feelings and thoughts all across the entire
From A to Z.
internet. And you had... Here is the greatest double-edged sword. This is the definition of double-edged sword, and I'll never forget this from Uncle Charlemagne the God. He said you can't tell people how to react to something. Some of my Kappa brothers were laughing, like, oh my gosh, can't believe this happened. Some of my Kappa brothers wanted to whoop Lil Boosie's ass. A lot of people were like, why do y'all care? The people who weren't Greek were like, why do you care? It's not that serious, y'all. And then they started going, like, a lot of people were going in on Greeks, like, the whole D9, and I'm like, whoa. Just to be clear, Lil Boosie did apologize, and he actually had put a challenge out there to the Noops to do strolls to wipe me down and send it to his DM, and he's gonna pick, I think he said 3 or 4 teams to do his festival, Boosie something.
Bruh, if you cross between 04 and 08, you better be in this contest, because that's all you heard.
Oh, he said that?
No, I'm talking about to the Noobs. If you cross between 04 and 08, that was your song, okay?
It was definitely my song.
That was your song. I better see some strolls. Somebody from that cross
I'm not
better
doing
win
it.
that.
My knees rusty, and I got none of my. If I was still, and I ain't gonna lie, if I was still in South Carolina, I'd do it because I would be right there next to my school. But I digress. He apologized. He did that. So the Noob submit the video. He's gonna pick, I think, the top 3 or 4 teams to stroll at his next. He has like his own festival thing, and the winning team's gonna get
Boosie
6
Bash.
G's. There you go, Boosie Bash, and they gonna get 6 G's. So shout out to Boosie for that. I will just share my thoughts fairly quickly. Not even quickly. Y'all gonna get this work. Biff, do you want to go first? I got a few things I want to say about this. I have a few things.
Yeah, first of all.
And hold on, y'all. Before Biff goes, just know that she was going in on us. Go ahead, Biff.
And also know that Biff is also Greek. So
yes, Biff is Greek.
Yeah, it's definitely. I had a ball with it. I knew it was funny. Boosie, somebody made my SGRO groups, and somebody was like, Boosie is like that uncle at the house that don't know no better, but you just go ahead and let him do it, and you laugh it, you create that memory, and you tell him, and then he's like, okay, then you go on about your business. And that's basically what the situation was, because he did it. He really, honestly, he thought he got the shirt, and he was like, yeah, because his brother and his brother and uncle are Noops. So he like, yeah, they fuck with me, so yeah, I'm gonna wear this up. So he's thinking, honestly, his intent was pure that, I could put this on, and they're gonna be like, yeah, nigga, yeah, you representing, like, not knowing, the history behind it. Again. So instead, of course, again, it was A to Z with, responses. I appreciate and respect the mature Greeks who like Boosie. Just don't do that, and don't do this because of A, B, and C. History. And then you got the motherfucking Greeks. I go up and I slap that nigga right now. I take off his motherfucking sweatshirt right now. I make him do it right now. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not know. Boosie is like a Southern rap icon. Okay? Boosie, what Boosie rap about, Boosie live about. Okay? Boosie got bodies and is not scared, and everybody would tell you who Boosie is. If you from the boot, you know who Boosie is, like his reputation. So for all this, I'll go up and beat that nigga ass with that in the fourth. You won't, you wouldn't. But then also, I want to differentiate again. Boosie is also a celebrity. No, Michael from down the street, you cannot go buy you some motherfucking Phi Beta Sigma paraphernalia and then go out and wear it and think ain't nothing gonna happen to you.
Yes.
You do not have that status. You do not have that type of, what say you about yourself.
Shout out to my frat brother Rory from the Joe Budden podcast. He gave a very good take on everything himself. But yes, if you listen to this, y'all, this is not one of those things that needs to go viral, needs to be a trend, needs to be a challenge. I'm a non-Greek chat. Please don't do that.
Because that can get real nasty.
And I'm gonna explain to you why after Biff finishes her point.
Yeah, and then being that I'm also a Greek, I know what was put into getting those letters. And although you may not be Greek, you have to understand, even if you're in some type of organization, whether it be like the military, it be law enforcement, hell, even your family, even if you bang, like, if we're going to compare, that's the type of comparison it is. Like if you even in the club at a school, like it's an organization. It's just that some organizations prefer discretion and keep secrecy among each other and only among members more so better than others. So please do not disrespect what I earned.
Correct.
Okay, although you don't understand it. Now, if you come to me and you honestly say, hey, can I wear this? Or if you say, hey, if I ask you, why do you have that on? And you're like, oh, I just seen it somewhere. And I tell you, hey, that's disrespectful because A, B, and C. And you're like, oh, okay, I got it. I take it off. Boom, there's no issue. I have no problem being that. But it's always the ones in the crowd. I do what I want. Ain't nobody going to touch me. Ain't nobody going to do that. That's not the purpose. Like, you definitely, like, the point is going above your head.
Yes.
Stop letting the point go above your head because you got a point to prove. It's not about a point to prove. It's about being respectful and being mature and then learning about something. This was a great learning tool. And it also upsets me that I've seen some Greeks going in on people too. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Like this was the fine time. It's like, hey, but this is the history on it. But then also at the same time, I understand the Greeks because some of the people that are non-Greeks was coming at our necks. Like, hold on now.
Yeah.
You doing way too much. You doing way too much about some shit you ain't got no clue about.
Exactly. And I really hated to see them talking about all Greeks. I'm like, number one, this was Kappa focused. But when I started seeing comments talking about Greeks in general, I'm like, oh, you feel some way about Greeks.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't even a diss by Bootsy or anything like that. The dude made a mistake, he apologized, but a lot of people curved this they took this opportunity to talk shit about us, basically.
Yeah.
I was like,
and
wow.
I noticed that. But you can also tell, like, because you can tell the ones who've never been to college, who've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Who be like, oh, okay, no, I wear it, I don't care. But you can tell they like Boosie. Then you got the ones that went to a 4-year institution and either A, they didn't make the motherfucking line, they didn't have the grades, they didn't have the money, or they had a bad interaction with somebody from Greek and now they motherfucking bitter.
Yep.
I ain't got that's not my problem. That's not my issue with you to resolve.
Yep.
Oh, you go ahead, Biff. I mean, it's so much to it, but just
y'all hear the passion in Biff's voice. Like we laugh, but like that.
Oh yeah, if y'all was on my page that day, you would have thought I hated Noops. The way I was crying, I was putting the videos, everything because
I wanted to fight Biff.
But I find laughter and joy out of things like this because I knew the intent was pure on Boosie's side. I knew he wasn't doing it to be mean and nasty, so I'm gonna get a laugh out of it. I'm gonna laugh.
So to Biff's point. Here, like you said, just to piggyback off of what Biff said, here's why going out and trying to be funny and buy this stuff isn't funny. So, number one, I get why you have to be a better person. You have to be a smarter person. You have to utilize common sense. I get why some people don't like Greeks. But think about what you're doing. Most of you are basing this opinion off of the school you went to and the Greeks on your campus, and you know nothing else. That is a very, very, very small sample set of an entire organization. You cannot base I'm not going to say you can't. You shouldn't base your opinion on an entire organization based off of one small group in one location. We are all human. When you pledge, basically, you are still a kid, bro. You're 20, 21 years old. You are a kid. You are still learning, growing, and developing. So the same F-ups and mistakes that someone else makes, we made as well. I was not perfect in college when I was Greek. I made mistakes as well, but I grew and learned. If you want to pass judgment, which you shouldn't anyway, look at the organization as a whole. Look at what these organizations do for the black community. Look at what they do for education. Like my chapter right now is trying to get enough money to have a scholarship. And also the other thing, y'all are really, the disrespectful comments and stuff I'm seeing from people, you have to understand why this is a big deal. You're saying, oh, it's just letters. I can speak for my organization. My founders, part of the reason why they founded Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated is because they went to a predominantly white institution where their lives were being threatened daily. So they said, what can we do to put ourselves in a better situation to where we can remain tight, close-knit, and we can spread this to other campuses so when young black men come to these other schools, they can belong to something. They can be a part of something. That's number one. Number two, the sacrifices that they made, the sacrifices that they made in order to do this, the work that they put in to create this and build bylaws and write the story and travel to campuses and start new chapters. That was a lot of work, and there's a lot of rich history there that you all don't know about. It wasn't just a bunch of people who got together and partied and smashed girls. There's a lot of history that goes into that. And yes, we do that kind of stuff, but we put in a lot of work as well. And that's the stuff that no one wants to talk about, no one wants to see, no one wants to acknowledge. So that's why some people take it very seriously. Like some of our members have been lynched, killed, murdered, just for being black and being part of an organization. So when you try to make light of something like that, I could see why it gets under people's skin. But I know that people are just ignorant. And the whole run-up thing, I think it's cool to have a conversation with somebody if you feel like they're doing the wrong thing. And then if whatever it goes from there, it goes from there. Because honestly, some people really don't know. Some people are ignorant. I felt the way about Boosie because I'm like, bro, you got 2 people in your family. Like, you should know. But I'm like, you know what? I don't know his family. I don't know how often he talked with his brother and uncle. I don't know.
But he didn't. He did it in more or less like in honor of, not so much I'm a representative of. Right. Now, but nobody broke down. They might have broke down saying you can't.
I do think his brother was tripping by showing them how to shimmy on IG Live. Like, bro, like, you already know brothers felt the type of way about that, and you did that. But
then by that time, damage already been motherfucking done.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that, though. I wouldn't have did that. I would have told my brother, yo, you no. Like,
but then I think his brother knew he wasn't going to be able to do it like that anyway, because Boosie was not shimmying.
He took advantage of the moment. He got himself a little more hot, because I never heard of Boosie's brother until this. But shout out to him.
He probably did. But then Boosie also, but then at the same time, Boosie reached out to him and wasn't,
Yeah.
So, Boosie asked him, like, on live, can you show me? And he was like, bro, you show? Because at first he tried to avoid it, like he did. I will say brother did. At first, brother was like, he was trying to stall, like, y'all could have got Kappa fresh, like, why you call me now? Like, like it was real very on the spot. So brother did try to, march off, but then, pressure and Boosie like, man, what can I say? What can I not say? What can I do? What can I not? And then it just evolved. But then also, I appreciate brother for staying on because brother educated him. You cannot throw this up. You cannot, you know what I'm saying? You doing this on live, but if you out in public, you cannot shimmy out in public. You cannot, you can't put this on brother. And as brother was teaching Boosie, other people was learning too. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a learning experience. Somebody who never heard of, anything Greek.
Right.
Now has become interested, or now, you know what I'm saying? Now you can do numbers. I bet you Kappa Outside was researched. It was Google.
Yeah, now we're gonna have our interest meetings about to. Never mind.
They about to be hood as fuck. I bet y'all got security.
Shut up! No.
Security. I bet y'all got security on deck. Why?
Listen. All right. I need to address another point with this. 2 more points. One, there's some bitter and hurt people out here. I read this to Biff and she laughed at me, so I got cussed out on IG. Right. Now, if I was messed up or I said something wrong, please email us from myexperiencepodcast@gmail.com or fmepodcast1@gmail.com or comment in the Facebook group From My Experience Podcast or DM me, FME_podcast. Tell me what I did to deserve this response. So, and baller alert, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for putting this trigger ass post. So Baller Alert put up a post of Boosie wearing this stuff, and they said Boosie responds to backlash after rocking his Kappa sweatshirt. Should non-Greeks be allowed to wear Greek paraphernalia? Thoughts? That's a triggering ass question. That's a dumb ass question, right? So this one chick said they got so much to say about him wearing their shit, but dancing to his music. Get the fuck out of here, right? So I said, so this is how I responded to that. So I'm like, I said, what kind of response is that? So if you listen to and dance to an artist's music, they should have the right to falsely represent your organization? ? And then I sent the little thinking emoji guy. And then she responded and said, y'all get so offended for me having a opinion. And then she said, she added me and then put the sleepy face emoji. That was the end of it. One of her friends, right? So I said, I'm sleepy too or something like that. That's all I said after that. One of her friends or some other random person came in and added me and said, shut your dumb ass up. Stop selling the clothes in the mall if you don't want anybody wearing it. Y'all don't own shit or it wouldn't even be sold in the mall. I'm gonna go buy a shirt and represent since it's in the mall. Be mad that they being sold, dumbass. Going to college just to be this dumb, spending too much, and she spelled T-O, too much time dancing and not enough in class, clearly. So I have a couple issues with this. I'm going to address two things. Number one, internet trolls listening. If you're going to troll properly, if you're going to mention education, I'm going to need for you to have your grammar skills together.
Ooh, that's number one. Hers is awful.
That's number one. So, number two, those of you who have this point of why are y'all selling it in public? Number one, to sell Greek paraphernalia, you have to get permissions and licensing rights to do so. Once you do that, you are an owner operator of your business. We cannot tell you when and where to sell the merchandise. We cannot tell you who to sell the merchandise to. All we do is say, hey, this is an official vendor that is legally allowed to sell our merchandise. Wherever they choose to set up their shop and open their business, that's what they're going to do. And me, personally, if I was going to sell Greek paraphernalia, hell yeah, I'm going to a mall because I'm going to get foot traffic and I'm going to sell it. But that doesn't mean any and everybody can wear it. It's open to the public because obviously if I have a family member or a friend who is pledging an organization and I know that they're crossing, maybe I want to get them a gift. You ever thought about that? Or if I'm Greek, maybe I don't want to order all my shit online. I would love to be able to walk into a store and see how a sweater, a shirt, or whatever fits me. So they operate.
Or maybe I want to buy a fucking gift because somebody is coming out. Or maybe I'm starting to have a family full of Greeks. Maybe I want to buy my niece some AKA shit. I'm Sigma Gamma Rho.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have to go to AKA headquarters to go buy her a damn scarf with AKA on it. Like, it's called discretion. It's called common sense. If you know damn well you ain't got no business buying it or you don't know what it is, leave it alone. Exactly. It makes sense. Or if you want to store with all the Greek stuff and you don't know what you're doing in there, ask the person in there.
Because 9 times out of 10, they're Greek.
Thank you. And they're hey, what do you need help looking for? What are you looking for? What is the occasion? Is that said person Greek? Yes. Said person isn't Greek, baby. I don't think this store is for you.
And to Rory's point from the Joe Budden podcast, sometimes, Greek people, we get older, we pass away, and our clothes end up in Goodwill, end up sold in estate sales or whatever. They get sold. So that's why sometimes y'all see some of these pictures of like old white people or random people wearing Greek stuff. That's typically what happens. And I do caution this. If you are going to donate stuff to Goodwill or stuff like that, Greeks, pass it down to somebody. Go to a college campus. Don't give it. I hate to say don't give it a Goodwill, but it's like find a better way to dispose of that so that it doesn't fall into the hands of someone who doesn't know what they're doing. But that's to address that. Why is it sold in the mall? Those people are out to make money, so they need to sell it somewhere. But I did respond, and I just said you sound bitter and upset. Clearly, you have no knowledge about how paraphernalia works either. Who hurt you? Have a great evening. That's all I said. So. If y'all think, Div, are you in NASCAR?
You know what? I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
It is awfully busy.
But that, y'all let me know if that was a warranted response. If and that wasn't even the person I was talking to. That was another person who jumped in, and I don't feel like I said anything wild to the person before that. But that is I just think that's a very ignorant perspective. Oh, these Greeks are dancing to my music, so I'm gonna go buy their stuff. I should be able to wear their stuff. What?
And that's definitely not even how Boosie looked at it.
Right.
So I'm
That's
like,
not.
where did
Yeah.
y'all even come up
Exactly.
with these comparisons from?
But to even have that thought, could you imagine? So if you're in your house dancing to Tyrese should just be able to, represent your family. Like, should just be able to, like, no.
Yeah.
No, if anything, it's a two-way street. We making your song hot. We making your song viral. Like, look how much attention he's getting, and look how much more attention we're getting. Like, but I digress. I just wanted to put that out there because I just found it very funny that people were really going in that way. Now, I'm not gonna. Did you see about the comedian guy, the Alpha? I forget his name. I forgot his name. Hold up. I gotta find this. So there's a comedian. Oh, I remember his name. I don't even know if I want to say it. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to give him no shine because he has a thing for Kappas or something. But there's a comedian. He happens to be an Alpha. He had on a KA size shirt and he did a parody. Oh my God.
Okay. No, bitch, you know better. No.
So listen. This ain't the first time he made fun of Kappas. He didn't have a Kappa shirt on. So he tried to smooth it over by saying he bought a shirt, he changed the side to be more respectful with it. But I'm like, bruh, it's the same. It's KA size. So, and he's an Alpha. And so he basically remixed. He acted like he was Bootsy and he remixed Wipe Me Down or whatever. And a Greek group posted something about it, and I went back to his page, and unless he has another page, he took the video down. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And I mean, he's got over 500,000 followers. He took that video down. And I think he threw some shade with it because he said, after my workout, I got on Google to see if I could find a store that sold some fucks to give. Couldn't find not one. Oh, well, at least I got my eternal water or whatever. So I don't know if that was shade or not, but I'm like, unless I'm tripping.
You fucking knew better, bitch.
Yeah, but you took the video down. So I don't know. So I don't know if that was a related post or not, but I just found
guilt and shame.
Yeah.
You knew better. See, instances like that, you knew better. So if anybody comes and shoves down your throat, you deserve it. Because you definitely
and I heard that
better.
his own frat brothers was like, why are you wearing another male organization's letters? Like, even if you're doing a parody, because he did a parody about us before on this page before.
But you would see just a red T-shirt or some shit. Like it wouldn't. I'm not gonna go buy no letters.
But I think that's the wrong. I just think as a comedian, they really have no bounds. But it's just like that's always a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope, bro.
Man, I would expect that from somebody like if it was a Dave Chappelle or some shit, somebody that absolutely had nothing to do with Greek. You know the rules, you know the laws, you know how it goes. Like know that's just like
because it can always look because you're in an organization. It can always look away. Like exactly. It's always gonna look away. And people were like commenting back to me like, yeah, it seemed like he got a thing for y'all. I was like, I don't know, man. But I just was like, that ain't a move. But after I got cussed out, that reminded me of why I don't comment on stuff anymore. Because there's been literally hundreds of times I've started commenting on stuff that I've seen and I just delete it. Because I'm like, I already know what people are going to say back to me and no one's going to listen. So I'm not going to give them this energy. But yeah, that is the lesson we wanted to give y'all on that. That is why it is quote unquote serious. Again, Boosie did apologize and he has a competition out there. Hopefully he follows through on the competition. But y'all, that's why that is serious. Like people literally put their lives on the line so that Biff, I can't. Yo, Biff is at Daytona right now in Florida. But
no, Biff, it was actually just storming. Like when we started, it was storming and really, really bad. So I imagine everybody's just trying to hurry up and go before the next set of storms.
They hurrying for real.
No, Biff, because it's supposed to be another set. Like yesterday, I think we had like a tornado warning. Like it was really bad. It's been nasty the last couple of days. So I think everybody's trying to hurry up and get home or get to where they're trying to go.
Yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, our founders put their lives on the line so that we would have something like this today. And, these aren't new things. Like, we started in 1911. Like
Right.
that's a long over 100 years. You know
And
what I'm
then we
saying?
founded a sorority in the middle of Indiana. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
where the KKK was most prevalent, most like, hey, we with it, what's up? Like
Right.
we did that in the middle of Indiana. School teachers, we did that because we wanted to make
Mm.
sure our babies were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Our babies had a
Exactly.
future. So that's what the organization is set up. Like, ask somebody about the history. Ask me what it's about. Like,
Exactly. Or go in the library and get the story of the organizations and
right.
read it. Read it if you want to know. Don't go on the internet. Please don't go on the internet.
Ooh,
Go get
yeah. Ask a Greek or go in the
Yeah, go in
library.
the library and get it if you want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father was a Kappa. He went to Claflin. I went to Claflin and pledged Kappa. So there's family heritage and history there. So it runs very
Yes,
deep.
they have certain chapters where there's legacies, where there's generations of families that have come from one particular chapter. Like, it's a lot that goes into it. So
Exactly.
definitely feel free to ask somebody or feel free to do research.
Exactly. Oh, man. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. I'm glad we was able to get that off our chest. So hopefully the haters and the ignorant people was listening. So, that leads me to our next topic. Biff, what is the purpose of people clout chasing? Because I feel like, what is I wish
I
I
already
could talk to a
because
clout chaser.
that gives you that minuscule chance of getting put on to being famous. And once you get famous, they feel like you got it made. So all I gotta do is get viral one time. And if I can eat off being viral that one time, I got this shit made. So guess what I'm gonna do? Whatever the fuck I need to do to become viral.
Yeah, like, okay, what is some of I,
Like you
I'm
got
gonna look
people
this
that
up.
become viral accidentally. Like for
Yeah,
instance, the girl that bent over and
Boosie
she was
just did it.
squinting her eyes, like yeah, like she was squinting her eyes and she was bent
Yeah,
over. Like if
what
she
was
the
wrong with her?
background, nothing. She said she had a photo shoot and she was like on her knees or some shit and she had to get up and was like,
Yeah,
woo,
she was.
catching her
Yeah,
breath or
yeah,
some shit.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
somebody took a candid of it. But that
yeah.
shit went viral. And from that, she has her own business. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But she does, I think it's like maybe decorating or some shit. I don't know. But she grew a business from that.
Wow.
That's the kind of clout chasing I like to see. But then now we had the people that would purposely go do some stupid shit like, hold on,
Oh, Biff over there choking.
no car fast. I tried to mute the
This.
microphone. They try to do some shit like fucking with a homeless person or,
Yeah.
like eating fucking Tide Pods.
Yo, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Like them stupid ass challenges and shit like that to go viral and then think they're gonna make it from there. Like, oh. Or my favorite example that went viral, but she didn't capitalize on it. Oh, girl that came up with the word fleek. I wish she would have trademarked and copyrighted her shit so fast. Baby girl would have eaten it. Okay?
Yeah, and that's another thing I'm starting to think about and looking to trademarking and taking more ownership of things. Because people, like you said, they look at the clout chaser, but if you're gonna be a clout chaser, be smart about it. Copyright your stuff, trademark your stuff, so that when it comes out, you can do it. Cause Kawhi Leonard did. I think he trademarked the phrase like "What it do, baby" or something like that, and
Or
he
he
spelled it a
trying
little
to,
different.
yeah, he trying to.
I think he changed
Now,
it up. He spelled he spelled something differently. I think he got it, but it's like little stuff like that, man.
oh, if
You
he
have to
spelled it
be smart.
differently, then it ain't gonna be no big deal because you can just spell it the regular way and still get away with
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So I just found that really, really, really funny. But yeah, that I just what are you not what are y'all willing to not do? Like is there a line you think? I think
Not,
people will do
I
anything.
think that is based on your morality and how bad of a like perception of yourself and where you see yourself going. Like some people really think if I can get off on this video, I'm gonna be somebody. And then you got some people that's like, I'm just not fucking with it. It's not that serious.
And,
So I think it's kind of like your mind frame about it.
and here's the other thing that cracks me up about it. And we have to like clear example, guys. You notice that I've been able to explain myself, or we've been able to explain ourselves, but we haven't needed to shine any light on any suckers or any haters because I didn't say any names. So I don't want to give shine to these suckers or these haters for you to get off my podcast and then go look at their stuff or go
Yeah.
troll them. Like, no, I'm not giving them any more attention. I can take your actions and words and convey my message on my show and go from there. And that's one thing we have to stop doing. Like somebody posted the Boosie thing again today, and I was like, oh, y'all still going on about this? And I'm just like, bro, you have like 250,000 followers and you just reposted it. So what you think you're perpetuating it because you keep talking about it. Like, let it have its moments. I understand people gonna post it, talk about it, but then move on past it. Like, when we quit talking about it, it's over. Pretty much when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if it was a real issue, I get it. But it's like, I don't think that was a real issue.
Yeah.
So it's like, stop talking about it. If you're so pissed off and upset, why are you bringing more attention to it? Why are you giving more? You're adding fuel to the fire. Like,
it was trendy for 2 days, and then it's done.
Yeah,
you're done with it.
Like, he apologized, it's over. Like, I'd have been done after. Like, I didn't really care after that. Once he apologized, now if he didn't apologize, I might have felt a little way. But he did, so I was like, all right, cool. You know, even though he talked shit during the apology, I said that's Boosie. So y'all need to calm y'all ass down. But he gave another one. He's like, yeah, some of the older Kappas, man, they was talking to me. But I was crying laughing.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
The older brothers had to come at him the right way.
Yeah, you had to take somebody older and mature to be like, hey, bro, this is why you don't do it. And as a man, Boosie was like, okay, got it, boom.
I know some people that know him too.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, man to man, he understood. Y'all talking about y'all gonna smack some shit off somebody that's a known fucking gangster.
Yeah, listen, and this is the other thing. Okay, so I know that because I came into the thugged out era of Kappa. I want to say, yeah, Spring 05. We were pretty thugged out.
You was in the mist.
Shut up. I was still rocking jerseys.
04 to 08. That's what I said. You was in the mist. We was all together. You was in the mist.
We was thugged out, ready to smack somebody, ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was ready to fight. And I think, to a certain extent, I ain't gonna lie, I'm always down to fight for my letters. However, I'm more older, more mature. I know how to look at a situation and gauge a person. You know, there's a difference between somebody trying to play you and be blatantly disrespectful and somebody being ignorant. You know, you ask the question, I'm gonna need you to take that off, however you gonna handle it. But understand this, before you smack somebody or throw a punch or do anything crazy, keep this in mind. Number one, people do have concealed carry permits. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, people will sue the fuck out of you these days because everybody wants to get rich quick. Mm-hmm. Number three, you have a career. Everyone films everything. Do you want to be on the news or on Facebook or whatever, for snatching a shirt off of someone and whooping their ass, and now you went viral for that, and you have
number
no job.
4.
And
don't know if they know how to fight.
It's
people around here.
You might get your ass whooped.
Degree belts, right?
That's true too. And I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. I don't know this for 100% fact, so. But I don't really think Kappa Alpha Psi headquarters is going to be like, yeah, we stand by this brother who whooped his ass who took that shirt. We got enough issues, just like everybody else, and we ain't trying to get sued or caught up in no bullshit either. So, but...
Boy, if anything, you're going to get that letter. You are no longer part of this organization.
Yeah, hopefully that won't happen. But... I digress. Feel the way you feel. Your experience in Kappa is probably different from mine. Yes, we live in the same household. We might have just grew up in different parts of the house. If you feel that way, my brother, you feel that way. I'm not going to tell you wrong. I'm just going to say you need to be prepared to think about the consequences for your actions before you threaten violence. Because I see a lot of older brothers trying to stop that because, we post perps. We have a perp post. It's a nice layout format. It's beautiful. And when brothers threaten violence, I see a lot of other brothers, which I love, they say, hey, don't threaten violence, especially not on social media where people can screenshot it. Like,
damn, dummy. Even if you delete the comment, it's there.
Yeah, bad boys move in silence. That's it.
And you do know when you just scroll to the bottom and press accept, one of those rules say if the police or anybody pulls a warrant on us, we're going to give them everything they want. So guess what? You put it in there, it's there.
So yes, I'd rather y'all not, and that goes not just Kappas. That's D9 period. I know, especially the younger ones. I know y'all hot. I know what you went through. I went through it. I know you had to earn them letters. I know. We just gonna leave it at that. So I understand where the passion and the fire comes from. Yeah. But be smart. Be smart. That's what I got to say about that. Well, we talked about this for way longer than I expected.
Well, it curtailed back into it. So this is like the haters episode. So speaking of haters and trolls, Lizzo is no longer on Twitter because of haters and trolls. She said
Oh
it's just too fucking much
wow!
sometimes.
It ran her off. Dang, she said something I wanted to look at.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much did.
Oh,
Like, especially I think it all ended with like that World War
she's
Three
creepy.
thing
She's
when she
creepy to
was
me
when
now.
she was a meme.
Hmm.
Like they had her flying her the jet, like they was getting ready to drop her over Iran.
I didn't see that. What?
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
send me these
They
things.
can't be mean and cruel. Like Twitter is a fucking mean and cruel
I
place. But
yeah,
it's definitely nothing compared to like when it was in its OG days. Cause like this was the norm back in our OG days. I hate to say it. Twitter
it
used to be
was.
stupid toxic.
This is a hyper sense, but I can imagine like just going through. I'm not even gonna say I went through anything, but looking at the reaction I got for that simple comment that I made, I could imagine if I was a celebrity and successful and everywhere, the amount of jealousy and hate people would have for me that don't even know me. Like
Yeah, that's
if
crazy.
I was
Making up stories
honestly,
and stuff.
if I was a celebrity, I probably would, all my comments would be turned off. Like you would never be able to comment on my shit.
No, I do like the famous people doing. Only have famous people. Only people that got checks can comment on your shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it that way. Limited comedy. And you go to
You can't.
Drake
I mean,
shit.
because you can't do nothing. You having sliced fruit for breakfast. That dirty ass old ass fruit. Like you won't be able to. Like
Right.
it's always gonna be one person.
Where the fuck did you get that table from? Did that table kill some fucking animals? You're going to hell, bitch. Like, damn.
Exactly. Wow, you spent $500,000 on that car, and there's people in Jamaica starving. Like like you, they will make you feel like trash about
Right.
everything, and they're
Bitch,
trash
did you donate to
themselves.
the Australian wildfires? Their koalas dying. Like,
Right.
damn. But then I see, like, my favorite thing is, like, a clapback of haters. Like Kim said the other day, bitch, just because I don't post my receipts don't mean I'll donate. You better run my
Right.
name.
Right. And those celebrities do way more than what we probably do. What we do, I'm pretty sure. So, dang man, yeah.
And at the same
Lizzo did
time,
say
it
something.
ain't our damn business.
Lizzo said something that creeped me out though. She was like, I don't know how I came across it, but she came out with a comment and it was like, "Oh, if my name is in your mouth, then my ass is in your mouth. Do you like the way it tastes?" I was like, "What?" I got out of.
Yeah.
I had
Oh
to get
no,
out of there.
she was talking about that. I forgot that. I don't
I
even want
had
to
to
get
get
her
out of
no
there.
shine. She's a workout weight. She's a white lady that does workout
Yeah,
stuff.
the one that was talking about her weight. She
Yeah, it
said
was
something
like,
like,
why are we celebrating being big? Why are we celebrating her body instead of celebrating her music? Like, we shouldn't be celebrating diabetes and obesity and all that stuff. And like that's fucked up because you don't know what the fuck Lizzo doing. And come to find out, Lizzo got a personal trainer. Lizzo working out multiple times a week. If you see one of her concerts, they're super high energy. So it's not like she's not motherfucking trying, bitch. Like you got a lot of fucking nerve. Like, and I think that really kind of tipped it over. Like, because then of course, that's always gonna be an argument: is obesity good? Like, we understand the no body shame. You know what I'm saying? Like, love yourself movement, but at the same time, we also want you to be healthy. If she's healthy, leave her the fuck alone. Like if her blood pressure fine, her sugar fine, everything working correctly, she menu straight and all that stuff, leave her the fuck alone. Mind your business. That wasn't your business to say no shit like that.
exactly.
And then of course, like stuff like that, and especially I can understand. I had weight issues. I have problems with my weight and esteem. So I can imagine what it did to have a 10 million trolls like on your Twitter saying calling you fat and you gonna die from all this, that, and forth. Like that can be a lot. So I
So
think that's probably one of the main reasons she got off. So I could definitely understand where she coming from. But then like just certain platforms I wouldn't be on. I would probably only be on like IG or only be on like Snap to where, I can limit who says something to me. Like
here's another sick and twisted thing that I think about, because this is the way I live my life. If I'm not into what you do or into you as a person, I'm not going to support you by following you and give you another follower, by playing your music, by commenting about you. I'm helping you by doing that. The best thing I can do is look at it, and it's not even personal. Like, it could just be something I don't like or I don't support, so I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to talk about you deeply or anything like that on the podcast. Maybe you make a headline, we could just make it up for a discussion, but I'll make it about the situation versus you. But I'm not going to take time, effort, and energy and put it into you. There's so many things that people try to talk to me about, and I'm like, oh, I don't support that person, or I don't listen to their music, or I didn't like something that they did and it made me question the character, so I'm off that. That's the way I roll. But to like follow and obsess and comment is like, bro, you would drive yourself mad.
man, yeah.
I hate to do this, but we have to talk about these Australian wildfires.
Yeah, my heart goes out to everybody affected by those wildfires.
Yes.
It's devastating. Climate change is real. But then also I read it was some people that have been arrested for starting more bushfires. So I'm not understanding, why do you
Yeah.
want to
So
destroy it where
he-
you live? Like,
here's
why
what
do you want to
CNN
destroy
said.
that?
So CNN said, I was just looking at it. Yeah, that's what I saw. Um, God dang it. I just had it in front of me. Where are the fires? What is causing the fires? Okay. Human. So it says natural causes are to blame most of the time, like lightning strikes and drought affected areas. Dry lightning was responsible for starting a number of fires in Victoria's East, I can't pronounce that region, in late December, which then traveled more than 20 kilometers. That's 12 and a half miles almost in just 5 hours. Jesus. And it said humans can also be to blame. NSW police have charged at least 24 people with deliberately starting brush fires and have taken legal action against 183 people for fire-related offenses since November, according to a police statement. So, you know, shit different out there. Like,
Yeah.
that's woodland. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, just throwing a cigarette on the ground, you can fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Like, for reals. And that just must be scary and devastating, man. Because, like, the Earth, we already sucking the life out of the Earth at an
Yeah.
alarming rate already. Like, we need places like that to thrive. That's just got to be scary because, I mean, all you can do is fly over and drop whatever they dropping on that shit. That's just, oh, my God. 17.9 million acres have been burned across Australia's 6 states.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
my God. Yeah.
Yeah. There's lives lost, the animals' lives lost, just everything just like completely destroyed. Like fire destroys everything. There's nothing. Ashes. That's
Yeah.
it. Like there's literally you coming back to nothing. So it's like so many people have to start over. So just my prayers and high vibrations and whew, it's real, y'all. Just pray for them. Make sure if you are praying people or send out high vibrations or love or light or whatever it is, just give a thought to them. There's probably not much we can do, but I just
Yeah.
really hope the best outcome happens for them.
Me too, man. And praying for the animals too. That's yeah. It says millions. Like they can't even. They
Yeah.
said about 500,000,000 animals have been affected by the fires. And I saw a video the other day of somebody rescuing a little kangaroo. You know it's serious when the kangaroo is running to the human and not fighting him, cause that's not natural. Like
Right.
he was like, "Get me the fuck out of here!" Like
Yeah.
I was just like, "Wow, man, that's crazy, man. We got to do a better job of taking care of our Earth, man." But I mean, shit, because I want a motorcycle, but I was like, shit, do they have electric motorcycles? Because I was looking, I'm like, what can I do? Because I just couldn't imagine living in a place where I have to worry about a damn wildfire because
Yeah.
of the climate and the climate change. It is real, man. Never in my life up until recently, maybe the last 3 or 4 years, literally this week now, from Monday to this Sunday, it is where I live at. It has been hot enough for me to wear shorts and a wife beater outside, like sweating outside. I had enough snow to shut down work for 2 days. I had a thunderstorm last night, and today I can wear shorts and a t-shirt. In a week, I've had literally every type of weather pattern that exists in this country in the last 7 days. I've never
Biff.
in my life seen that. That's
Tell me about it, Biff. That's
creepy. I'm
pneumonia is going on like crazy. Like you have to
yeah.
literally dress for the season regardless of how it feels. Like today the high was like what 75, 76. But maybe 4 days ago the high was like 45. Like
Yeah, yo, I just don't even.
like I
It's
had a freeze
creepy.
day, maybe like 4 days, 4 days ago. We had like a freeze warning. When I came out to take my son to school, I had to have like the warm water and stuff on my windshield to get the damn ice off.
Hmm.
But then I wake up this morning and it's like I got to turn the AC on. Like I got to put it on 67. Like what's going on?
Yeah, I don't. I did. This has been a wild week of weather, man. But it's the way of the world, man. That's the way of the world. I don't know what we can do to fix it. We just using up so much energy and so many resources. And I am not an ecologist. I'm not a science person who does those things, but yeah, that's real. What else you got, Biff?
I think I want to end it with like the haters coming through.
Oh, hold on, Biff. I didn't check the
No,
Facebook group because we did ask them what they wanted to talk about.
oh yeah, what did they say? I'm gonna look.
I'm about to go look too.
But fuck
Cool.
the haters. Shout out to Meghan Markle and her husband Prince Harry.
Word.
They say fuck this shit.
They did.
And what made me proud was Harry said, I seen what y'all did to my mom, and I'm not gonna let you do it to her. And I want people to understand Harry has PTSD. He has trauma. He's been through it. His mom was killed. And then he's sitting here watching the media because she's black. Let's just be real. Because she's black, has some blacking, just being drugged through the media. Never in my life have I ever seen the royal be drugged like that. To the point where they had to sue the reporters. So all of a sudden they started making like these, you can tell they was definitely like these cringy ass nice articles about her. Like it was terrible. And then even in her documentary, when the guy was like, "Well, how have you been since you've had the baby?" She said, "Do you know you're the only person that, well, beside her husband, you're the only person that's asked me how have I been since I've had the baby." Like, do you know how crazy that is? Like, soon as Kate step on the motherfucking the step, how are you, Kate? How do you feel? Oh, what's the baby's name? Can we see the baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's crazy. That is just, and she's fed up, and you can tell it's a lot. And I applaud Harry for saying, y'all not gonna do this to my family. He's not next in line to be the king. So the fuck? We're just gonna take the Sussex title and we're gonna keep it moving. They're gonna go back to Canada where they're loved, where they're wanted, where they have energy there. You know what I'm saying? You can be Canadian royals. Yeah, they still connected through that royal stuff. So yeah, you can go over there and go chill and be where you love and wanted. I love it. Do what you need to do.
Yeah, and they're talking about being financially independent, and some people were saying how to do that. But I'm reading on CNN. They said that
she just got a role with Disney.
They said Meghan was worth around $5 million before she married him, and I'm gonna say she was an actress because she was on Suits, which is one of my favorite shows, and she did a damn good job. And she's attractive, and she can do movies and TV shows.
Right, and then just like today, I read she got a big deal with Disney as a voiceover character. So, and you know, Disney got Disney Plus, so she's doing at least 8 seasons, and you know she got paid something. I bet she's about to be a princess or something. Yeah. So we have the actual princess, or you know, the actual queen of Sussex, or whatever her title may be, as the voice of. You know what I'm saying? So no, and then I know Harry's free, and I know Harry got money because he do the charity work and all that stuff, and of course he's a royal, so he could build his own money just around his own fame. So they don't need no money, honey.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, and this is just a personal pledge I want to make to y'all on this episode, because I'm really getting pissed off with, this is really starting to get under my skin on a personal level, with the people in the media field. Like, we're media personalities. We want to grow this podcast and have millions and millions of people listen, join the conversation, right? I cannot stand when people who have taken this to the next level, people who I watch, who I admire, take a tidbit or 1/10 of a story and push a narrative based off one sentence. You cut off what the person said before. You don't play what the person said after. And you just take this tidbit and make the person seem like they're a piece of shit. And I'm seeing a lot of females do this. I'm not saying that men don't do it, but I'm seeing a lot of female personalities do this. And I'm here to tell you that shit is corny. Corny. Like, be real. Or even say, hey, I'm just going to play a piece of it. If you want to hear the whole thing, go listen to it. But this is just my perspective from what I have. Just like we do on this show. I'll tell you straight up, hey, I don't have all the facts. I'm just going by what I'm looking at, or I got my iPad right here, so I'm pulling up CNN. I'm trying to pull up credible sources at least and read y'all some tidbits, but I'm not here to lecture y'all and read y'all the whole thing. I'm just giving you my opinions on pieces that I'm seeing. But what I'm not going to do is discredit somebody and play one piece of it and not preface that. Because, again, and they're gonna call me a dick rider, but I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he said something about Kevin Hart. He said I could understand why Kevin Hart cheated on his wife. He didn't say he condoned it. He didn't say that it was right. He didn't say that he should have. He just said, you know, after watching the documentary series and listening to everything that he said and what happened and what went down, he could understand why that happened and why he cheated on her. I felt him on that because I can understand where you're coming from, just like I understand why people hate Greeks. Like, I denied some motherfuckers who really wanted to be Kappas. So they felt the way about me. I get it. I was the nigga sitting across from you that told you no. So I can understand why you don't like me. But that doesn't mean I condone your actions. And I forget the show that played it, but they played a clip of him saying that. And they proceeded to be like, oh, Joe, how could you say that? And I'm like, yo, my nigga, y'all didn't even play the whole thing. Like, he said, I'm not condoning it. But he had a great point that he made when he said that. So just when I heard, and it was a popular ass show. I don't want to say it was The View, but it was one of those type of shows. I don't remember which one it was. But it really pissed me off because I'm like, y'all are professionals on TV with millions of viewers, and you're twisting and turning another media personality's words to make it seem like they're saying something.
You talking about that
not.
show with Jeannie Mai and Lonnie Love?
It might have been. I don't remember what show it was.
And one of the twins, Tia.
I think it was that show.
I can't remember the name.
I don't know. I don't think it's The View though. I don't think so. But it pissed me off that they would do that because I'm like, and Joe made a good point. He was like, "Damn, y'all have to listen to my podcast now, Joe. Y'all are the number one podcast, and y'all fucking popping. Let's be real." But for me to be on TV and have to resort to going to a podcast and taking a clip off of a podcast and formatting the clip so that I have something to talk about on my TV show sounds kind of pathetic to me. Just saying, my opinion. Just my little itty bitty opinion. If I'm on TV, I need to have better sources and better things to talk about than one clip from a podcast. Like, really?
But then sometimes that might not be on the host. That might be on the producers or whoever prepped them. They might prep them that way on purpose.
My nigga, then y'all need to stand up as hosts. Stand for something. I know that's easier said than done when motherfucker might be dangling a job in front of you though. So
that girl shit. The only thing they stand for is the motherfucking ratings, boy.
Yeah.
And then it's supposed to be like an all women panel, so of course it's gonna be a little bit more biased towards.
That's corny, man. We gotta stop bashing each other. But I mean, and
definitely.
We gotta have compassion for each other. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect, man. Nobody is perfect. But if y'all have not watched that Kevin Hart documentary, one thing I will give him super duper credit for, he is one of the most transparent people at his height of fame. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone as famous and as big as Kevin Hart be as that transparent. Like, yeah. Did you see the whole thing, Biff?
I think I made it through all episodes except the very last one.
Biff, that argument on the plane with his trainer. Like, what?
Ooh.
I wouldn't have put that in shit. For him to put that in that documentary, I was like, yo, this nigga's authentic. Like, he is authentic with a capital A. Because I know 99.9% of us, if we said something like that and we had an argument with our friend where we were basically belittling them and questioning their work ethic like that and getting kind of personal, most of us would not want people to see that side of us. Myself included. If you and me had a discussion like that, Biv, I would not want to put that in the doc. I'm not gonna lie. That was It was hard. It was tough to watch and tough to listen to. Like, niggas almost came to blows. Like, Kevin pushed the shit out of him. I said, oh, little Kev strong. And his wife was sitting right there too. But I was just like, wow. Even if y'all don't like Kevin Hart, because I know a lot of people don't like him because he cheated on his wife. The brother is reflective and he owns up to his mistakes. And y'all should really, if you want to get some inspiration, dead ass. If you want to get some inspiration, go listen to both of his Breakfast Club interviews and watch that documentary. Like, his upbringing and the mistakes that he made, he owns up to them. And that's something, I respect him for that because that's something my father taught me. It's like, if you fuck up, say you fucked up, own up to your mistakes, try to fix it and move on.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. And that's what most of us won't do. We try to go on this big ass cleanup tour. And yeah, he talked about that too with the whole homophobic comments from back in the day. and they were behind the scenes about how they wanted him to clean it up, and he was resisting.
Yeah.
But he found another point of view and ultimately decided he was wrong about the way he was approaching it, because he was like, I shouldn't condone violence against anyone because of who they are.
Yeah.
Is the point that no one really said that to him. They were kind of like, how could you make these comments? But he missed the point of, hey, it wasn't just a homophobic comment. You had violence in there towards your son because, quote unquote, if he was gay. So he kind of missed that and was kind of like, I already addressed it, blah, blah, blah. But I like the way he handled it, and I like the way that he came to that realization. Like, a lot of people can learn a lesson from watching that. Like, we have to grow the fuck up. We have to be
accountable.
Mind. Yeah, we have to be accountable, man. And y'all, can we quit, like, and then, wait, I'm laughing because I don't think the Oscars have had a host since. I think someone posted that because I don't think anyone wants to do it, because it's like, damn, you want me to host your show, but if y'all gonna go back to 1999 on my black ass, well, shit, yeah, you're gonna find some shit. If you think in anybody's past, you gonna find some shit that someone's gonna find unfavorable. So I feel like I don't want to go run around apologizing for something I did in 2005. Like, that's 15 years ago. Fuck out of here. Like, I get it, but sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant. Ugh, parched. All right, Biff. I'm done. I'm shutting up. No one commented in the Facebook group, but I did post that in the last minute. I think I need to do a better job of that, or we need to do a better job of that, rather posting before we pod. But yeah.
First of all, how did I get back included in the Alex thread? Can somebody explain that to me?
I'm sorry, what?
The Alex thread, when he started sending those videos and stuff. How did I get put back in that thread?
I don't know.
Alex, we love you. He made some more Street Fighter videos if you guys are interested. Wow. Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm done. One of my homeboys posted a damn Boosie picture talking about this wouldn't happen at Claflin University or South Carolina State. I didn't even wear red around my Kappa homies. Ain't about where you from, it's about where you at. Y'all gotta remember that shit too. Oh yeah. I don't know. We need to have Alex back on the show because he be commenting low key. I should have been on that one.
He always says that, but then every time we call Alex, he's doing something other than what Alex is supposed to be doing. So
well, it's still hot and it's not bike season, but Alex got his bike back, so
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna start seeing some motorcycle videos. Yeah, shout out to Alex. Y'all do need to follow him so y'all can see the latest karate video. That nigga has the most durable pants in existence.
I'm telling you, nigga, I ain't never seen no work pants like that. Flexible.
Them joints gotta be 60% spandex, yo. Taking off.
I'm trying to tell you. Woo! And he be trying to high kick too. Hadouken! That he be doing all that shit too. Mm-hmm.
And then he meshed the videos together with the music.
I'm telling you.
In my mind, I'm like, ain't you at work?
Yes, with the file cabinets in the back. Yes. Or he got him across the screen like it's an opponent. Yes. That's him.
Oh,
you see him doing low kicks and high kicks and stuff. Yes. That's Alex.
We love y'all. Have a great rest of your day whenever you're listening to this. Work towards your damn goals in 2020. We're going to have some new things coming in the next couple of months. We're going to have some great guests. I'm going to call some of these guests out right now. Never mind. I ain't gonna call them out. Let me make sure I get them booked. Let me get them
Pam
booked first.
needs to be a guest. Pam. Yeah, I'm still stressing that one. Pam and Janae. Y'all know who y'all are.
You need to get Janae. Pam been on before. We didn't have Pam back. This is a long time ago when she was on.
Yeah. Well, again.
Yeah, Pam, we would love to have you again. I ain't asked Janae. I don't even know if Janae listens. Janae, she said yes to you though, didn't she?
Yeah, she told me yes. Yeah. It's the all girls episode, the one where you're not supposed to be on.
Oh yeah, I was. You know, it's funny that crossed my mind.
You know what?
Today.
I could get Pam and her, and Yeah, we can do it. Yeah.
We can do it because I still have all those topics and things to give you that y'all can look at and see what y'all want to talk about and stuff. I'm gonna do that. We're still gonna do the all girls episode because I kind of did an all fellas episode with my two homies. Shout out to Rob and Maul. Rob is engaged now. Maul has a beautiful baby
Woots,
girl
woots.
now. So
Oh, yay.
yeah, since that episode. But yeah, we do need to do that all girls episode. I need old ladies, women's.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Women's.
I need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that. I'm gonna work on that. Man, I got a smile on my face now. I feel better after being able to get that off my chest. Been holding that shit in. It's the only place we can speak freely and uninterrupted. Oh my god. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great evening. I'm about to finish up some paperwork and go bike to work on Monday.
All right, y'all. Oh god, Biff, why have I been forgetting? God damn it, I forgot it again.
You start with stay. Stay black, stay proud.
Stay you. No, stay black, stay you, stay proud, stay true. We'll catch you next week. Love you.